I'd always had this idea about community, this feeling about community, wanting a different sort of world that my children could grow up in. I had that feeling of wanting something better for them, for myself too. But I think with children, that becomes even more so. You know, you want the best for them. My dad, he gave me a financial gift, and it was a big financial gift, and it came just at that time when, you know, the children were still really small, and we were dreaming a lot about future and what we wanted for them. And then we had money. So often people have the dreams and they don't have the money. And suddenly we had these two things together, and it felt like such a responsibility at first. But what I did was to apply the REN XUE principles to it. I just tried to look at the money, or I always saw the money actually, just like the land, that it doesn't belong to me. It belongs to everybody. It really felt like that. So it was given to me, but just as a caretaker. So to find the right path for it, where's the place for it? I knew it had a place, and I didn't know quite what, but I knew it would come. So I'd been sitting with that for a long time. What's this money for? What's it meant to do? And just really trying to be open to what came.
Being involved in the Aotearoa Retreat Centre project actually came about gradually. I think we've all been aware over the last decade or so of the kind of interest and the enthusiasm around a retreat centre and community. You know, the idea of there being a place where we would gather and that people would live has been around for, I think, at least a decade.
I just was feeling more and more strongly, especially after going on retreats. So I think I'd been on 2 retreats with Yuan Ming, and they were just the most powerful experiences that I'd ever had. Both times that I was away for that period of time, I felt so strongly that, wow, this could actually really work. This is, if we were all living like this in our daily lives, this would be amazing. You know, it really felt possible. It actually felt like something tangible that could happen. And I just felt like, that's where the money, it feels like it needs to go to build a retreat centre for REN XUE.
What I was hoping to do initially was to show you a couple of things about the parcel of land we're looking at, which is a possibility. This is the top half of the South Island of Te Waipunamu, Aotearoa, Nelson, Motueka, Takaka. And then this yellow dot right here is the possible location. James and Kat own that paddock and the one next door. So they are very much our people on the ground, making it happen for us in Golden Bay.
It was an evening where I had been on the Skype, and I'd I'd freshly told Yuan and Melissa about the inspiration to start the project. And so we did a Skype together, and we had this amazing, well, for me, it was an amazing experience and talk. You know, I'd never spoken to Yuan personally before, and feeling his gratitude and hearing his dream and vision, you know, from him was just incredible. And at the end of it, I remember I was just feeling so joyful and excited. And I came off that Skype and I got a text come through from James saying, that talk must have been pretty powerful, because he was in the local pub here, and he said a local person's just come up to me and told me that a piece of land next door might be for sale, and that they'd love to see something done for the community with it. So, as you know, Yuan had talked about it, I think about 10 years before. I know that it had been spoken about many times on retreats, and there had been efforts to get it going in the past. So I wasn't creating something from nothing. It was just, a little seed going into something that was really already there.
But just across the paddock, going back to the parcel of land, is what we call the Bennett Farm. So currently run by a family who I understand have probably had it for several generations. It's run as a dairy farm, and it offers all kind of wondrous possibilities for us in terms of a retreat centre. The land obviously backs up to National Park, Kahurangi National Park, and goes all the way down to this estuary, and it's kind of mountains to coast. Because this is obviously we're talking about the big picture, the big idea, which is going to take multiple years to get to a point before we can even start building.
The way that the hills surround you, and then you've got this distant view. So I've always felt this sort of embracing feeling of the land, and the bay itself actually, it feels like these really embracing arms, like a feeling of a haven, a home, a place to come and rest. And that feeling has really grown. I think when I first came, I felt like a visitor. That's changed over time. So what I've done more and more is try to connect with it with my heart. So really feeling gratitude, a lot of gratitude for the land and for the opportunity to be here.